Okay, page 6, and this is the, so we learned how to, we learned, about the oath, and we understand why you have to say the oath. We learned, about Canada as a constitutional monarchy and many good things. And now this last one says the actual applying for citizenship. So let's just read this one, and then we'll do some questions about this one. I think this should be okay. Can you read the top part where it says applying for citizenship on page
Okay.
6? Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Applying for citizenship. When you apply for citizenship, officials will check your studies, verify that you are not pro, bro, bro, prohibited
That's right. Prohibited.
prohibited from applying, and ensure that you meet the requirements.
Yeah, can you just stop there? Can you just stop there? Do you understand that sentence? Do you understand that?
Yes,
Okay, good. Good. Okay, I'm gonna do the next one.
your application may take several months months several months. Please ensure that the call center always has your correct address while your application begin process.
Yeah, yes, very good. And so the officials, they will check your status. They will make sure you have, 3 years. You have to be in Canada for 3 years, and then you have to have a good understanding of English. Just adequate. Adequate means just enough. You don't have to be perfectly fluent. And then it says they verify that you're not prohibited from applying. They just make sure that it's okay to apply and that you meet the requirements, the 3 years in English. And then it says your application may take several months. This, because of the COVID-19, it takes taking a long time, but they're going back to it now. So when you are ready to take the test and do the application, I think it would be almost normal time. Yeah, so that's pretty simple. Make sure they have your address, that kind of thing. Good. Okay, and let's just go down a bit further and do the next part. Just 1 second. It says
What?
how to, just this part here is kind of easy, but we'll read it anyways. It says how to use this booklet kind of thing. Can you read that part?
How to use this booklet to prepare for the citizenship test. This booklet will help you prepare for the citizenship test. You should study this quiet. Ask a friend or family member to help you practice answering questions about the Canada. Call call a local school or a school bread, a college, a community center, or a local organization to verify surfers to immigrate and ask for information on citizenship class. Take English or French language class, which the government of Canada officer free of charge.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, so you're doing everything there. You're doing everything there. You're doing, we're learning about the citizenship through this book, and your English will improve because we are studying the book. Yeah, so I think everything should be pretty simple there. Do you find it easy to study this book, Mohammed? Is this book pretty easy to study, or so?
Actually, it's not easy, man. It's
But when
it's not hard, but it's I think 50-50.
50/50, okay. And then when we talk about it, we talk about it, you understand, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay. That's all we need to do. As long as you understand the ideas, that's the most important. Okay, good.
but
And then
when I when I
sorry.
when I read the book alone, I feel it's very difficult.
Yeah. And did you see on the on Google Classroom, did you join Google Classroom? Remember that one? One of the links that Thayer sent you, I think, for Google Classroom.
I remember, yes.
Okay. So anyways, on Google Classroom, it's just where I keep all my videos, you know, and some people find when they're reading it, you can listen to somebody read it before you read it. And so sometimes, and there's one for each chapter, each page. So, you know, if you're finding it maybe a little difficult reading, what you can do is go to the Google Classroom and find, like the next one we're going to do is rights and responsibilities. So you could go there and just open it's just a YouTube video, and it's just somebody reading the book. That's all it is, just reading. So you're just listening, and sometimes that will make it easier, you know, for when you read it. So you hear somebody read it in English, and then you read it, and then maybe it will be easier to read.
Exactly. Yes, I seen one video.
Oh, you did one video. Okay, good, good.
No, I see one video. Yes, I put when I go to or come back from work, I listen.
Does it help?
Yes, I make sense a lot of things.
Oh, good, good. So you know that. So you know how to. Okay, that's excellent. Yeah. So those are on.
But it's those videos. It's all the this book.
Yeah. Every chapter, like every section, I have a video for it. And like for example, the next one, if you look at the book, next day we're going to do chapter 8. We're going to do page 8 next day, and that's a whole new chapter. And so what you could do is go to Google Classroom and look at the video for page 8 and page 8 and 9. And then it takes about 7 minutes to listen to it. So you're just listening to it so you can, some of the words are big, but when you hear them, they're easy, right? And then you just listen and then read, and it might be easier. Yeah. I can, if you're not on Google Classroom, I can get there to send you a link to the next video, so you know, just so you know what it is. It's just a simple YouTube video. It's not difficult at all.
Okay, it's chapter 4.
Yeah. So the next chapter we're going to do is they don't really have numbers for these chapters, but the next chapter we're going to do is rights and responsibilities of citizenship. And so I'll get there to send you a link for the YouTube video, just so you can listen to it on the weekend or something like that.
Okay.
Or even tomorrow, kind of thing. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, let's do the next part. Finish up this part here. It says about the citizenship test, and that's on page 6. About the citizenship test.
About the citizenship test. The citizenship test is usually a written test, but include by an interview.
Good.
It includes an interview. You will be tested on 2 basic requirements for citizenship. One, knowledge of Canada and the rights and responsibility of citizenship. And 2, quiet knowledge of English or French. Adult appliance 55 years of age and offer do not do not do not need the right the citizenship test. The citizenship requires provide information on how your abli- ability to meet the knowledge of Canada requirement is demand. Information about this requirement can be found on page 64
Yeah.
of the study quite.
Yeah, good. You can stop there. That's very good. Okay, so this says that the test is either written or an interview. So you will write the test. You only do an interview if you can't write. Like maybe you have your hands or problem with your hands or something. But you will write the test, and it will be 20 questions, and you have to get 15 right. And you will get 15 right. By the time we finish this book, you will know it. It won't be a problem. So you have to get 15 right. And so the things they test you on, you have to have two things: your knowledge of Canada, which is from this book, and your knowledge of English. So you have to have enough English, adequate knowledge of it. That means enough. And you have to know about Canada and your rights and responsibilities. Good. And you have to be between 18 and 54. So if you're over 55, you don't have to write the test. And if you're under 18, you don't have to write the test. Yeah, so that's what it means. So that's pretty simple, I think. And then can you just read the last one there? All the citizenship test questions.
All the citizenship test questions are based on the subject areas not in the citizenship requisition, and all required information is provided in this study quiet. This question, this word, it's GUIDE, quiet.
With guide. The way you say that is guide. That's just guide is just another word for book. That's all it is.
Okay, this book, it's guide?
Yeah, this is a guide. This is a guide. Yeah.
Guide.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so all we have to do is understand the things in this book, and we'll be fine. It's just a lot of the questions here. There might even be a question about what we just read, but the question would be, for example, do you need to know English? Or they might ask you, is true or false, you have to know English and French? That might be a question. It's not true. You just have to know English or French. You don't have to know both. And the test is always written or interview. That's sometimes a question. I'm trying to think of the questions they might ask you about this stuff. And then the age, 18 to 55, 18 to 54, I guess. Yeah, 54. Okay, good. So, and then I just want to do one more bit. Sorry, go ahead.
One question: if you, for example, if you do the test, you need maybe interview.
You need which, sir?
You do test, writing test and interview.
No, just one or the other. You don't do an interview. Yeah, you only do an interview if you can't write. Yeah. So
okay. For example, like someone they speak English, they have been here like long time, like 10, 8 years, but he can read, he can write, but he speak English very well. He know about Canada.
I don't know. I think it would be more like, for example, maybe you have a disability. Maybe you can't write, or that type of thing. It would be more. You can do an interview, and maybe maybe that might be the case, but they want you to know, you have to know an adequate knowledge of English. And so if you can't read English, you probably don't have an adequate knowledge of English. Yeah. So that's, I don't think they would let you do the test, an interview for that way. It would be more if you, like if your arm was broken or you couldn't write, you had a problem with your hands, or you were, something like that. That would be the thing, I think, because you have to be able to read English to really have a knowledge of English. And so, yeah. So that for you, you don't have to worry about that though, because it will just be 20 questions, and the questions will be exactly like the questions we do every day. Exactly the same. Some of those questions we do every day on the thing will be the questions on the test. So you do exactly the same. Those questions you do, you usually get most of the questions right. So I don't have any problem that you will pass the test, because the questions are exactly the same as those questions.
I hope so.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay, let's just do one more page today. We'll just do page 7, and then we'll just do a few questions. So I'm just going to move this down to page 7.
Okay, I have.
Okay,
after,
there we go.
After the test, if you pass the test and meet all the other requirements, you will receive a notice to appear to take the oath of citizenship. This document tells you the date, time, and place of your citizenship
ceremony. You know the word ceremony? Do you know what that is?
Ceremony, like place to meet.
Yeah, ceremony is like, it's like when you do something important, we have what we call a ceremony. It's like, it's usually a time when people say you did a very good job. Like becoming a Canadian citizen is a very important thing. It's like very, very important. So we have a ceremony. A ceremony is a time to celebrate being a Canadian citizen. Yeah, so that's what a ceremony is. It's and people say good, nice things, and we do a ceremony is like a time to celebrate how well you've done to become a Canadian citizen. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so this one says if you pass the test, so you will pass the test. I don't have any problem with that. And then what happens is once you pass your test, so you go write your test, 20 questions, 30 minutes, and you get 15 right, then you passed. Then later you will get this thing called notice to appear, and you take the oath of citizenship. So remember that at the beginning of this book, we said that oath that you have to say to the Queen, I swear. Remember at the beginning of the book we did? So everybody stands up in the ceremony, and you hold up your hand and you say that oath. And yeah, so that's what you do. You become a citizen. Now it's different now because of COVID-19. My friend's wife, she just became a citizen. She's from South Africa. She just became a citizen about a month ago, and the ceremony was all on the computer. So it wasn't it was all online. So depends when you do this kind of thing. So yeah, so you pass the test, then they will send you a letter saying this is when you come to do the oath of citizenship, and then you all sing "O Canada," and usually an important Canadian is there. Some important Canadian will be there to congratulate you and say, it's a good thing that you exist. Yeah. And then can you just read the part where it says at the ceremony, you will.
Okay. After the ceremony, you will take oath of citizenship, sign the oath form, and receive your Canadian citizenship certificate. If you do not pass the test, you will re- you will receive a notification in indicating the next step.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that because I think you will pass the test, no problem. So this one says at the ceremony, you take the oath, you do the I swear, to the queen, loyalty to the queen, and then you sign the form, and then you get a certificate that you put on the wall saying you are a Canadian citizen. And then the very last thing, can you read the last part there, just above the pictures in your book there? Can you see that? In your book, and then can you see that part above, right on page 7 in the pictures, and just above the pictures?
Okay, you are encouraged to bring your family and friends to celebrate this ocean.
Yeah, this occasion. Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we can do it at a time, people will do this at a time when we can have, have people together. But usually, when you become a Canadian citizen, they want you to bring your family and your friends. And so they can congratulate, because it's a very important day. It's a very, very important day. So they want you to bring your family and your friends to celebrate. Yeah, very good. Okay, so the ideas there, I think, are pretty easy. I just wanted to do just the questions. So these are just a few of the questions. Can you see this on your phone? Is that big enough?
It's okay.
Okay. Can you do that one?
Okay. When applying for citizenship, which of the following statement is false? Official will check your state. Official will ensure that you meet the requirement. Official will. Oh, for last one, official will ask you from gift or money.
Okay,
Nobody do in Canada that.
that might be bad. Yeah, not in Canada, we don't do that. Okay, can you do this one? I'm just going to make it big.
The citizenship is. Oh, that's better.
Yeah. I'm gonna just let me try one more time. I'm gonna make it one more time. There we go. Okay. There we go.
The citizenship test is a right test, but it includes be an interview of the first.
First one? Yeah. Yeah, very good. Okay. And then this one?
The last question, it's maybe interview or maybe not, right?
Yeah, it's usually written test, but if you can't write or you have a problem, you can do an interview. So, maybe 90% is written test and maybe 10% is not.
Okay. There are percent for just writing?
Oh, no, I'm just thinking. I just said 90%. I just mean most people will write, and then some people will do an interview, but most people will just only write the test.
Okay.
Yeah.
The citizenship test will assess if you are honest, if your knowledge of Canadian and the rights and responsibility of citizenship, your knowledge of English or French, if you meet the what is this word?
Criteria
To become Canadian citizen?
Yeah.
I think it's should be 2 and 3. Or number 2.
Yeah.
your knowledge of Canadian rights and responsibility for
Yeah, that's right. See, this one here, your knowledge of English or French, the test won't tell that, because if you don't have English or French, you can't write the test. So that will be before the test. They will know if your English or French is good. But yeah, the test will will assess your knowledge of rights and responsibilities. Good. Okay, let's try another one.
after you pass the test and meet all the requirements, you will receive some money from the Canadian Citizenship Fund. You will immediately receive your citizenship certificate. You will receive no notice to apply take the oath of citizenship. You will have to pay an admin fee to other your citizenship. I think number 3, they give you not for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That would be good if they gave you money, but they don't give you money. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay.
Which of the following statements is false? The citizenship ceremony, you will take the oath of citizenship. A citizenship ceremony, you will sign the oath form. Okay, you will receive your Canadian citizenship certificate. Number 3,
Let's see. You receive your Canadian citizenship. Oh, so this one is number 4. You receive a notification indicating the next steps. So you don't get your citizenship certificate. You receive a notification indicating the next steps to become a Canadian citizen.
exactly.
Just a second. Which of the following is false? Okay. Yeah, okay. At the citizenship ceremony, you get your citizen certificate. So yeah, number 4 is wrong, because when you're at the ceremony, you get your certificate. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You probably, I don't think you could read number 4 very well. Maybe that was the problem. So
I'm not ready though.
it's hard on your phone, isn't it? So this one here is, yeah, you take the oath, you sign the oath, you get your certificate.
All those 3 right.
These are all right. So you take the oath, you sign the oath, and then you get your certificate, and number 4 is wrong. Yeah, you get everything. You're finished when you do the citizenship ceremony. You're finished. You're a Canadian citizen. You don't have to do anything else. Okay, and here's the last one. Let's try this one.
You are not always to bring family and friends for your citizenship ceremony. True.
You are not allowed.
False. You're not.
Yeah. They want you to. It's important that you do. Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, that's very good. So that's all the stuff for the introduction part of the book. You know, the oath and the why we do the oath, and then a little bit about Canada, and then the ceremony, things like that.